Old, well done. It's good to get the first one bang on.
So there's a slip, third man up in the ring. There's a square third man. So the field is set for length out swinging bowling here.
That gives you just a little bit of protection, that real, I'd say, wide third man or deep backward point, because he's going to look to just try and go away from him. He's got a catcher in place, short third man, got to bowl length.
This time he darts it into Usman Khan, who we haven't seen in this tournament. We have seen the youngster at the non-strikers end, Saim Ayub, who shapes up well. His visits have been short to the middle.
And on the other side, just two fielders you can see in the circle, mid-on, mid-wicket. And look how wide Alan and Rami's fine leg is, more like a deep square leg. So, got to be very careful. Clever batsman will just walk across and maybe just get it down towards there and get an easy boundary.
All he has to do is to work out a method as an opener and try to stay there for the first 6 overs. Got to give himself a bit of a chance there. You know, you think a lot about T20 rhythm and T20 batting, and you start breaking your parameters. The idea is to remain within your limits for the first 6 balls or 8 balls, assess the situation and then launch.
Now this is going to run away where fine leg should be, and Rizwan has done really well. What a sprint that is with the pads on, and he's restricted, well, the boundary for a start, and it's just 2 runs. But I would much prefer to have a fine leg, not because of this false shot. You're expecting a lot for a batsman to hit it square when he's bowling generally to an offside field. Square on the leg side, that is.
It's too early really to assess this opening pairing, but it is raw. I mean, we've got an under-19 kid, and we've got somebody who's only played 2 first-class matches at the other end.
That's what I mean. I think it's got to be more orthodox than that. He's going to be a very, very good player to get it squarer than that of a bowler like Sohail Khan.
Well, I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to get into Andy Flower's head as Mahmood's head here as a coach and a bowling coach. The reason why I think they're looking to go with that man out on the offside is they're generally saying to him, bowl outside off stump. And that's what they're saying to him. So hence why they're saying for a fine leg can go wider, but I don't agree with it. That's the reasoning why they're trying it, in case someone comes in and cuts it. But you two have quite rightly said, inexperience, look to bowl, back of a length, attack the stumps, have fine leg in place.
Dahani with the throw, he's done well. All right, it wasn't so well backed up, but the main thing is Dahani got the ball in quickly. 1 over has cost the first 9 runs. Couple of changes then for both sides. Shan Masood is back in, Imran Tahir and Imran Khan Senior, but out goes Chris Lynn, Usman Kader and Shahid Afridi. And the Gladiators, Cameron Delport, the South African, and Naseem Shah, the quickie, and in comes Usman Khan, who's opening the batting, and Kes Ahmed, the leg spinner from Afghanistan. So James Vince from England is in there with Riley Rousseau, who was Quetta Gladiators, has scored the fastest century of the tournament history against his former teammates last year, 43 balls. Imran Khan. Oh, little bit of shape, just a bit, just a hint.
They're quite similar in style, Imran Khan and Mr. Khan from the other end. Both medium fast. Both know what they want to do with the new ball. They'll show some control. Every captain wants that. I'm expecting this ball to move a little bit, Dominic, because of the sea breeze.
Definitely, and it's a little bit cooler as well. So comfortable conditions, but yeah, there should be a little bit of movement early on.
Ooh, a little bit on that. Imran Khan here, who back some 6-7 years ago played for Pakistan in a Test series in the UAE against Australia. I think he might have turned out against England in a series as well. Strong action, big fella, big shoulders.
Yeah, he's as you say, strong. Gets through the crease really well, uses his action well as well. But these fields are set for a reason. This is definitely an Andy Flower field.
He's gone after him. He's a very adventurous young batsman, isn't he, Ayub? I mean, he's got the bravado of youth that has cost him his wicket.
He's got to keep his shape when he's looking to hit the ball, breaking his wrist, and that's been a trend. We earlier saw Heather Ali in the afternoon game do that, go through mid-wicket, even though he's got a lot of talent through the offside, straight down as well. Saim Ayub appears to be the same. Just go hard at the length ball and break your wrist and go over mid-wicket. Now, against the new ball, a bit risky.
You can play the Jubilee My Stars 11 fantasy cricket. Lots of prizes on offer. Just log on to mystars11.net. mystars11.net.
Just 1 crore.
That's
Alan?
it. Yeah,
1 crore.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Turn of the wrists, little flick of the wrists. Now Quetta, they're desperate for the points. Asif Yaqub standing tonight. I think he took the ball drop, didn't he? The HBL ball drop, and with him is Faisal Afridi. Richard Illingworth is the TV umpire. Quetta have lost 4, the first 4. It's getting to the stage where Andy Flower will be over the Multan Sultans. They've only won 1 as well. But it's to the point where they're thinking, right, what have we got to do to get to win matches?
With a field set like that, all you have to do is to play a proper cricketing shot. Get it through the offside, look to hit the ball straight down. 2 men on the leg side, square leg, or mid-wicket in fact. I mean, that's not his game, unfortunately. He's not a big basher of the ball. He's got to look to just time the ball. 12 without a wicket.
Well, in some ways, as a bowler, that's what you try and do. To get a batsman to play a shot that he doesn't want to play, really. And hence why he's going leg side. It's not the way he goes. So you have to say well done to Multan.
Faf du Plessis will no doubt come in at 3. Sarfraz, Azam Khan, Ben Cutting. That's the more usual lineup. Okay, Dahani. It's got a bit of gas. Ooh. Right, the Aerial Karegasav possible challenge. Snap a picture of WhatsApp to 0300 Aerial PK. Enter a lucky draw to win washing machines. Stay tuned for the one wash final. There you go. Enter the competition.
And if there's a filthy ball, Aerial will get it right. That's what it does.
Fielded. Imran Khan, the fielder. What do you make of young Dahani here? Shahnawaz Dahani here, Corky? His action?
I like him. I like his pace. I liked him when he first came on here. There wasn't a big crowd in, but he played to the crowd a bit. They're on the wrong end of a defeat. But he's got something. There's something to work with. That's the bowling coach. You want somebody who runs in, attacks it well, pumps his arms. It's perfect. Don't need to change there. Slightly going in as well.
I think his action is tailor-made for some reverse swing as well. A little round armish, not a lot. 142 clicks that last ball. J. Fast delivery indeed.
Nice seam as well. Release. It's a lovely angle, that. Beautiful camera work to be able to see that seam going down. We are very lucky here. We've got some great camera operatives.
Ooh, just for a moment, Usman Khan's looking to give himself a bit of room, take a few liberties against Dahani. But to credit to the bowler for following Usman Khan, not allowing him to play.
I always felt in any format your form batsmen need to bat for most number of overs. And here's a young batting pair here, promising. But I think they've got to rejig this. Maybe Sarfraz at number 3 now, because they're going at 5.25, which is clearly not enough on a track like this.
That'll go for 4. Just a little slap off a wide-ish delivery.
Yeah, too much width on offer. And any batsman in the world loves this type of width. A little bit of pace on. A lot of batsmen around the world will just put that away. Third man a little bit squarer, and once he gets past that third man that's up in the circle, he'll race away.
Got to go a little straighter. Use your field. But he's got pace really to attack the stumps, and if he is banking on bowling, that length ball has got to be aimed within the stumps.
That was on him quickly. He almost played that out of survival tactics. It was on him very quickly. 144 kilometers an hour. 22 for no wicket from 3.
Cramped a little. In the end, it was a good shot because he played the field. Fine leg was up in the circle and Dahani went short. Yeah. Bit of short circuiting there in the dugout. Azhar Mahmood.
I was having a chat with Azhar Mahmood and Mushtaq Ahmed. Ask him about their tactics. They wouldn't tell me. I said, well, if you bat bowling second, do something different. It's not working. 13 times.
Get Mushy in.
Oh, yeah, but if you told Mushy, he'd love to have a game, Mushy, now. I reminded him about 96 as well.
Shapes up to attack virtually every ball that comes his way. Sam Ayub. Just a glimpse of Riley Rousseau, the hard-hitting South African. He's 18 years of age, this young left-hander. One of the emerging players. We've seen a whole clutch of emerging cricketers in this PSL as bowlers, a lot of good fast bowlers, he's one of the younger batsmen.
I mean, he's been given another go. Obviously, they feel he's got talent. Now he's got to back himself here. He's got the best players to bat in T20. Open.
Let's have a look at Saeem Ayub. This is 2 balls ago, Ramiz. What do you think about this front leg? A little bit too straight?
Yeah, absolutely. Can't be wooden. It has to be bending and moving forward more. I think the footwork needs to improve as well. You know, at 18, you don't know your strengths and weaknesses. Imran Tahir having a word with Usman Qadir could be a great guru for him. But you've got to look at your strengths and work on your weaknesses. He's only 18, so I think the more time he spends on the crease, the better he'll get. The Palti moment indeed, every time, anywhere.
He's calm at the moment, and we like to see that from Sarfaraz. Sarfaraz at times has slightly allowed his emotions to take over. I think he's batting as well as I've seen him bat for a while, and you can see exactly what his side need. They've got to start winning. They have to win now. So do Multan.
Slapped away. Imran Tahir, the fielder. It's his first outing of the tournament. He's been sitting on the bench, and that's a new look, isn't it? He's allowed it to grow. It's the natural look from Imran Tahir. What a wonderful cricketer over the years for the Proteas and for all the franchises he's played for. It's a very long page, his CV on the cricket websites.
And it goes back such a long way. I remember playing against him for Staffordshire, which is a minor county, as you know, in England, against Lancashire, when they used to be allowed to play in 50-over competitions. He's played for, must be 5 or 6 counties in England, franchises in South Africa, here in Pakistan, in India, in South Africa again. All round.
It's gone the aerial route, and he'll get the reward, an HBL 6 off the young bat, Ayub.
High and handsome this time. A little bit of width from Imran. And this ball flew. Absolutely flew. Cleared the front leg. There was the natural width that allowed him to go hard through the offside. It was a slice, well connected, well timed.
I like his confidence. I know you're talking technically about his front leg, but I do like his confidence that he's showing as a young player. He's just had a little look round, and I like this as well. Usman Qadir, the son of the great Abdul Qadir, has been playing, and Imran Tahir has been wearing their yellow high-vis vest. Now those roles have changed for tonight. Oh, how lovely is that? That is class. 4 gone, it's 34 for no wicket.
Peak Friend's smile moment. Yes, good night for a lovely chocolate donut.
Quetta Gladiators can smile a bit as well. These two openers for once are looking good. For Quetta Gladiators, changing the bowling. Brathwaite.
Chance is it? No, it's not. It's in front of the man. Out at square leg, it is Imran Tahir. Straight to the boundary for 4. Good start to this over. Evening, Rouge.
Evening to you too, Dooley, and well, not the pleasant of evenings. Or a welcome to Carlos Brathwaite. It was there to be hit, and the young man's done really well to put it away.
Yeah, Usman has made a reputation for himself. He's been prolific in local tournaments. We saw Siam Hugh consistently in this HBL PSL Edition 6. Tonight, he's coming good. He's looking good. He's executed some breathtaking strokes.
Well, the bend in the front knee, it's exactly what Ramiz Raja was talking about in the last stint with Dominic Cork. It's a lot more bent. It was a little bit stiff in the previous over.
Dooley, we also saw in Siam's dismissal in the previous game, again throwing his hands at it, where talk about the stiff front leg, something that he can work on as well. But it's good to see that Quetta Gladiators persist with him up on top in the emerging category as well. While data hasn't changed in the last games that we've played, all teams chasing a 1.
Oh, nicely worked away down through a wideish third man for 4 more.
He's looking good, isn't he? This time around, he waited on the ball to come close to him. And have a look. Opened the face of the bat at the last moment. Earned him that boundary. Yes, in T20 format, as a batsman, at times you're challenged to meet the ball early. But playing the ball late has the advantages.
Slower ball and a good single to follow up a boundary.
The youngster obviously shows some glimpses of potential. He does have it. He's getting a perfect opportunity here as well in the HBL PSL. That's a slow one. Rolling his fingers, coming out from the side of the hand. Siam's innings so far has been quite pleasant to watch.
Another slower ball. Callers for 2. Imran Tahir racing around the boundary. Be tight. Doesn't come back. Good idea, I think, in the end. 5 gone, 45 without loss. The Brighto mascot posing for some pictures with the young kids. Last over of the power play, building restrictions on. In front of square and races across the turf for 4.
That's a friendly length and line on a pitch like this. plenty of time for the right-handed batsman Usman. Think and pick the right area to get a boundary. And the best start for Quetta Gladiators in this HBL PSL. Once again, right and left hand combination working.
Line and length becomes that much more important because the wicket looks a belter. We saw that in the pitch report as well, and Usman clearly showing signs, hitting that in front of square, picking it up very early. They need to get a big score here because the trend with teams chasing as many as you get is getting chased down, and we saw that earlier in the day as well. At one point we thought it was going to be different, but it wasn't the case.
Advancing, good bit of fielding. 50 comes up, and it's the first 50 partnership in 9 matches for the Quetta Gladiators. A welcome one.
They have tried quite a few combinations, but this one really for once working for Quetta Gladiators. Job not done as yet for these two. They have to carry on.
More runs, but just the one. Protection out at that deep point boundary. The power play scores so far for the Gladiators have been 41 for 4, 42 for 1, 38 for 2, 49 for 2. Haven't batted through the 6 overs without losing a wicket yet. Still 2 balls to go, mind.
On the last delivery, Simon, you did try to get out. There was no need for that. It was lucky the ball didn't got to the fieldsman at deep point.
This one over top of cover. Lovely shot to the boundary for 4 more.
Excellent pickup shot from Usman this time. Both the youngsters making the most of this opportunity. He's raised to 36 now. It's marginally off length here. He's just gone through with it. Full flow of the bat.
I think there was nothing wrong with the delivery. You have to be honest. It was a good delivery. It was good batsmanship. Moving away from the leg stump, creating his own room to hit the ball through extra cover. Good batting.
Dot ball to finish the power play, but a good start for the Quetta Gladiators. 55 without loss, 6 gone. Power play, and it's been a good start. New opening combination for Quetta, and Usman and Saeem Ayub have done a great job so far. Found enough boundaries, 8 4s, 1 6.
Yeah, excellent usage of the power play from these two batsmen. A refreshing thing from these two was they started off with a cautious mindset and then decided to go after the bowlers at the right time.
Power play done. So fielding restrictions up, which will please the Multan Sultans, I'm sure, get some spin involved.
Khushdil Shah with a left arm orthodox will replace Carlos Brathwaite, and Quetta have made a very good use of the first 6 overs. 55. Saeem Ayub heavily scoring there as well. He's the best batsman out of the 3-day under-19 tournament. Put up 454 runs at an average of 64, so he does have some good form under his belt from recent past.
Oh, good work around the corner.
That's where he goes wrong, Khushdil. When he's looking to bowl quicker, he leaks runs. Every time he fights the ball, that's the batsman spot a bother.
Lovely moves there. Head and shoulders moves. Kandhe se boj hata de. Well done, ladies.
Might see him very soon, I imagine. Imran Tahir. Oh dear, oh, get it. No, I think that's 4. It was a Shan Masood, poor piece of fielding initially, and I think he's touching the advertising Toblerone. Oh dear, get down, son.
Very casual, wasn't he? Cannot afford to do that. I think he might have saved this one. He might have recovered.
Well, you saw plenty of sloppy fielding in the first match. Yeah, it looks like his knees touching the cushion while he's still got the ball in his hand. Different angle here might tell us a little bit more. Oh, touch and go here. Difficult call for the third umpire here.
Well, I think he's going to get the benefit of the doubt there for his good work late in the piece. Shabby early. Can't get that through.
Obviously difficult shoes to fill in. Quetta has had the services of Shane Watson, Jason Roy, Emma Chazad, Omar Akmal in the past, who've all been instrumental in getting them off to big power play scores. Forcing their way here, the two men in the middle. But I really feel there's been a lot of chopping and changing, and Dooley, we spoke about this earlier. When things are not going your way, you sometimes are just making changes for the sake of making them as well.
Cheer goes up around the ground. Shahid Afridi pops up on the big screen. So much love for this man.
Yeah, that's why it's very important to field your best 11 at the start of a tournament.
Very good over. Good start from Kushdil Shah. Just the 5 runs coming from it. 60 without loss. .60 without loss, Quetta Gladiators. And we're going to see a dual spin introduced. Just seen it over from Kushdil Shah, and now Imran Tahir. 2 spinners in action for the Multan Sultans tonight. We saw in the earlier game, Uruj and Amir, that the Zalmi deciding to go with no spinner whatsoever in their side.
Yeah, Mujibur Rahman wasn't bowling that well, and they haven't got plenty of options in their squad. So they had to resort to all-pace attack. Didn't work. And surprising to me was Shoaib Malik didn't bowl. He should have.
Well, not a good start.
First appearance for Imran Tahir. HBL PSL Edition 6. Starts off with the white. Well, the captain has introduced him to break this partnership.
Straight down the ground. It's in the gap. Don't think it's hit well enough to go for 4. Just the 1.
You go, please.
This partnership now 62 from 44. But they've got a heavy force to reckon with. Imran Tahir in those bright yellow boots of his.
Oh, fine. We've beaten him for pace. Look at him run here. Look at him. Head in his hands on the ground.
You gotta give him a slip. You gotta give him a slip, especially when the partnership between the batsmen is looking dangerous. You're looking to break this partnership and no slip. There was an opportunity.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Emotional, very emotional. He's an entertainer, isn't he? Him, the likes of Shahid Afridi. We saw how the crowd went up, and just watch out for that celebration when he runs around this national stadium as he picks up a wicket here, Dooley.
The aeroplane, is that what we call it? Hope we see it at some stage. Just takes off. His teammates can't catch him.
I think they've just resorted to the fact that they should all just wait in one place while he takes his round and then comes back to them. Because initially on you saw players chasing him. I think they just stopped doing that now.
You have thought it through. A route.
And push for two, no. So far so good. Good over for Quetta. Again, 9 from it, 1 ball remaining.
A good start here, run rate of 8.81, nothing very extravagant. The Usman and Saima Ayub have just played good cricketing shots. Want to go here.
Swings that away, hasn't got enough of it, I don't think. He hasn't. Here he goes, Imran, away you go. Go on, son, run around, get your shirt off, there you go. Good man. Yes. Lovely tribute from Imran Tahir. He's picked up his first. Lucky we're not playing football because he'd be fined, old son.
You can't keep him out of the game. Imran Tahir is such a character. The captain brought him just for that. Pick up a wicket, and Khushdil Shah did a good job out in the deep. A good catch. Signature celebrations from Imran Tahir.
Loves his game here, paying tribute there. Saima Ayub will have to walk back for 23. Quetta lose the first wicket for 69.
.69 for 1 then, 8 overs gone. Faf du Plessis is in at number 3 for the Gladiators. Getting a little bit of deja vu. Wicket for Imran Tahir. 18 different teams Imran has played for in his 2020 career around the world, different franchises, World 11 teams. Good catch. Jubilee's safe hands. Khushdil Shah. And a little tribute as well. To whom we do not know at the moment.
I just felt Saima Ayub was itching a little bit. There's that lovely tribute. Thanks for everything, brother. My brother, we will miss you. Rest in peace. A wonderful tribute from a wonderful player of this game. Just felt the Saima was getting a bit edgy. Didn't seem to have the power behind that shot as well.
Oh, he's a character, I can tell you. I've been in a lot of sides with Imran Tahir, and he's a very good member of the team. He wants to be involved. Played a lot in England. 6 county teams he played in England.
Is that more than you?
I only played for 3, thank you very much.
Sorry, I'd lost count.
Thank you.
Good short ball to start. To Duplessis, but he rides it well. Gets it down to the boundary for 4.
Gets off at the boundary here, Faf. Rides the bounce really well. Just a gentle tickle down to fine leg.
Stuck in the pitch a little bit. Finding out who that is on his t-shirt when he got the wicket. It's Tahir Mughal, who's a former first-class cricketer. 502 first-class wickets from the Punjab area. Would have played together in domestic cricket. By the way, another bit of pace. Dahani, 142 the ball before this one, 141 clicks. I've really enjoyed the pace that's been on offer throughout this Pakistan Super League.
Yeah, it's been good, hasn't it, Corky? I'm with you. It hasn't always worked for the bowling sides, particularly those bowling second, but I love watching it. It's just about getting that pace right, getting the line right. It's all very well. I think Safraz mentioned that at the toss. It's all very well to bowl quick, but we've got to get our line and length right.
Full and one-handed, flies away. So a good end to the over for Multan, for Gladiators, and 50 up for us men as well. 9 overs gone, 79 for 1.
Oh, very well played. On debut, been a real success in domestic 2020. It's an opportunity tonight, and he is making the most of it. Strike rate of 151, doing more than his job here for the Quetta Gladiators.
.50 on debut. What a start. Good strike rate as well, just over 150. 8 boundaries in that as well. Tahir to bowl his second over. And him and Faf du Plessis will know all about each other.
Quetta's obviously been struggling with runs up front. They've tried a few combinations, have lost early wickets, but this has seemed to stuck. Usman's played a really good knock, but it's not done yet.
Googly, picked and dispatched. Huge HBL 6.
Picked up the wrong one early, and that was the key. Went with the spin. It's not easy picking that googly, but he did really well. Got from right at the meat of the bat. Really big hit. HBL tournament 6 has climbed to 169 now.
Yeah, 88 metres, it's quite average that, isn't it, with what we've seen? Some big ones, over 100. That's a leg spinner. Didn't want to bowl another googly being dispatched.
Well, he's picked it very early, hasn't he, Usman? Great swing of the bat, good extension. Wonderful to watch.
Quicker, flatter to Faf as well, that one.
You spoke about Faf du Plessis' exaggerated grip the other day. Talk about that after this one. 10 gone, Quetta 89 for 1. You spoke about how his hands have a little bit of gap in between, allowing him to create angles, almost moving like two different levers, as opposed to we talk about hands together with moving in one motion. That exaggerated backlift as well. How many times have we seen players get on to get runs, irrespective of exaggerated movements up front? Fawad Alam, Steve Smith. I think that's something that Faf has developed toward the latter part of his career.
Brian Lara, and throw that one in.
Yeah, I think it's a great point, Uruj, Corky, as well. And it's not only around batsmen around the world, bowlers around the world too. There was a long period of time where it's almost like every coach was trying to make bowlers metronomic. And this is what I love, this one thing I love about the subcontinent in particular, is bowlers grow up playing a lot of tape ball cricket and very rarely get to see themselves on a videotape or a video screen. Now, no one would have coached Faf du Plessis in this particular style. It's just something he's found himself. Split hands, massive high bat. Everyone would have told you, don't ever take your bat out towards point. Nice slower ball. I mean, the coaching manual would never let you pick your bat up and wave it out towards point and then bring it back down and have your hands wide apart. So, over-coaching is a thing as well.
Well, he's definitely got on. You're right. That is something that's come naturally. He's worked on, not naturally, but he's worked on that, getting his hands out. Because I remember playing with Faf in, would have been 2003 to 2008, somewhere in that period at Lancashire in England, and he didn't have those wide hands or that high backlift. So that is something that he is throughout his career. He's worked on, and it's worked for him. But you're right. You know, think about somebody like Lasith Malinga.
Fawad Alam, which you mentioned, Uruj had great success in New Zealand in that series against South Africa.
Like you mentioned, it's not until they actually see themselves on tape, and that's what Fawad Alam also said, that it wasn't until his friend actually showed him a tape that he'd realized he'd gone so side on. He couldn't believe it. He thought he had a perfect stance.
Missed out there. Big full toss, hit it straight to extra cover. Park view question. Karachi at night. What is the high score by a team in HBL PSL? Answers on the Parkview City Facebook page. Quick run there to backward point. Direct hit. We like to see those zing bails going off. Yeah, that Parkview question again, just the highest score by a team in HBL PSL. Answers on Parkview City Facebook page to win daily tablets. And I know David Gow is listening at Plotterland that he's desperate for at the end of the league. Pulled away and in the gap. shouldn't have been a boundary, was a boundary. End of the 11th, 95 for 1.
Yeah, should have been saved, and it would have been the end to a very good over. Should have probably been 2. Gets there, yeah. Grabbed a handful of fresh air.
Brathwaite rightly disappointed by Sohaib Maqsood's effort there at the fence. Just feel he got down onto his knees unnecessarily. Could have been a clean pickup. The feeling really needs to pick up on, well, all fronts really. All teams have been a bit sloppy.
Two overs, 1 for 19 so far for Tahir. Again, poor fielding. Something that all sides in the PSL, I think, can really just brush up on. Stand up, simple. Didn't really need to go to ground, stand up. And quite rightly, you know, you put in the effort in. You want the fielders to be working. No one does it on purpose, we know that. And there's mistakes are going to be made. But batting first, got to make sure you get the big totals. And so every run that you can save helps you in the chase. We've seen that. 171 is the HBL score prediction at the moment. Which brings me nicely to ask you both, what do you think is a good score? And can a team defend it?
260, 270? That's a good score, I can tell you that much.
It's a good score. Can you defend it though?
Oh, look, they have to be looking from where they are now with, with some power to come. Azam Khan, Safraz himself, been cutting. They have to be looking at 185, 190 minimum.
Well, there was a chance earlier in the day where, as 100 comes up for Quetta, there was a chance earlier in the day where, well, I felt that the team batting first could have won and should have won. There was a big miss earlier this afternoon from Peshawar Zalmi.
Yeah, somebody has to grab the game by the scruff of the neck, bowler, and win the game. Beautiful piece of bowling that. Bit of spin as well. 12 overs gone, 100 for 1.
Well, this is a fine start for the Quetta Gladiators put into bat. Still to come, Safraz the captain, Azam Khan, Ben Cutting the Australian. But they have a great platform now to really push this score on. Usman Khan has done well, it's his debut match. And at 100 for 1, Quetta desperate to win points from somewhere. Brathwaite now. He's got a whole selection of different varieties, slower balls, he bowls wide. And that's why Faf couldn't really get the bat on it.
Well, that's the idea. Taking the pace off. It has worked well for Brathwaite so far. Losing only 1 wicket in 12 overs. Give them the opportunity to force the issue. Now close to 200 runs. Hasn't been defendable in this HBL PSL. Got the opportunity to breeze 200 runs in this innings, Quetta Gladiators.
been a superb effort by the opener Usman. Again, a little slower, little nice deception from the big West Indian.
And I know that the Gladiators will probably want to get 200, but I still believe throughout all the 13 wins of the sides who have chased, I would say at least 40% should have lost those games. And it was down to poor bowling at times, poor captaincy, poor fielding, and at some stage in this competition someone is going to post a score and it's going to be defended. It has to be.
Has to be 130.
Has to reach and stretch and will reap the reward. It wasn't elegant, but it's effective.
Well, it's a slower ball and he just reaches for it, doesn't he? And with extra cover and mid-off up, tries to go wide, gets it on the bottom of the bat, doesn't he? But gets enough of it. And when I'm on about those scores that we're talking of scores in excess of 170 and 180 that I believe, as a bowler, you should be defending them. That's how I would think going into this game.
Oh, full toss. Put away, HBL 6. That's pretty ordinary bowling from Brathwaite.
That has been the pain. The seam bowlers relying on too many variations. Slow deliveries, seam up, turning out to be full tosses, long hops. But there is nothing wrong with variating your pace and your liner lengths, but you need to be accurate. If you aren't, you'll be punished.
And also just remember that the leg side at the moment is the shorter boundary. So as a bowler now, defend the bigger part of the boundary. Bowl outside off stump.
Slower. And 6 more. 17 from the over, it's 117 for 1. And as the 6 is studied on the big screen, it's another slower ball that's just disappeared into the night sky.
आपका पहला मैच और बहुत ही जबरदस्त खेल रहे हैं. किसको सोच के साथ आप बाहर आए?
उम्मीद भाई, सरफराज भाई ने बोला था कि जैसे आप नेचुरली खेलते हो वैसे खेलना, कोई प्रेशर नहीं लेना. तो मैंने अपना नेचुरली गेम किया है. थोड़ा सा अर्ली होना पे प्रेशर था, लेकिन अल्लाह का शुक्र है बाद में जैसे मिडिल होना शुरू हुआ प्रेशर रिलीज हो गया.
कितना रन आप सोच रहे हैं आप हासिल करेंगे आज?
इंशाल्लाह कोशिश तो ये है कि इंशाल्लाह टीम के लिए जो बेहतर हो, बेहतर से बेहतरीन करूं.
चलिए, अच्छा खेले, बहुत शुक्रिया.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू.
Yeah, he was telling us that Sarfraz gave him all the encouragement and all the confidence to go out and play his natural game.
That's exactly what he's done for his 80. Here's Faf du Plessis on strike and a little misfield.
This was during the break. Yes, like it. Calm down. Maybe someone needs to tell him that when he's got the gloves on. Just calm down. Again a little bit of spin. This one a little bit slower as well. Just 80 kilometers, just over 80 kilometers now, and a bit of turn.
That's the idea, isn't it? For a leg spinner, ball slow. Allow the ball to grip on the surface. That can pose real problems for the batsman.
Well, this is the first outing for Imran Tahir in this season. Bowled. Of course, Faf du Plessis would know all about his former teammate. This man, Usman Khader, has been playing. Look at the similarity. Usman Khader's leg break on the left, Imran Tahir on the right. And it's the approach to the stumps which is very similar as well. And Imran Tahir is a pretty good man to learn from. Oh, James Vince with a bit of football. And up until this match, it's been the youngster Usman Khadra who's been playing. And the high-vis vest has been worn by the senior man, Imran.
And that's why he's probably played a lot of franchise cricket, because when he's not in the side, he works hard with the younger players. That's what you want from your senior player, to work with Qadir and to show him how to be as a leg spinner. Obviously, Azam Mahmood, as bowling coach, will be working with him. Looks younger and younger, doesn't he, Azam Mahmood?
Looks fantastic. Keeps himself fit. Oh, that's close. I think this is very close. Yes, it is. And it wasn't just the appeal. It just looked good. Will they go upstairs for this? Will there be a review from the batsman, Usman?
There is a review. It's whether it pitches outside leg, Alan.
Hey man, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out. Can I have a look at the front foot first, please? Okay, we've got a fair delivery. We can have a look at front on spin vision, please. Okay, doesn't look to be any bat involved there, but can we have a look at ultra edge to confirm that, please? Okay, we've got a flat line, the ball passing under the bat, missing the gloves comfortably. Roll it through all the way, yeah. We can go to ball tracking when we're ready, please. Pitching in line, impact in line, wickets hitting. We'll go back to Asif on field. Stay with your original decision, Asif. You're on screen now.
It's the first real shot of some risk by the youngster Usman Khan, and it's cost him his innings. He's gone for a very well compiled 81 on debut, 122 for 2. Azam Khan, who's picked up a couple of scores. His best is 59. 122 for 2. Oh, it's a first. What is that going on now? It's Faf du Plessis. Faf plays a very awkward looking shot and he pays the price.
Yeah, 2 poor shots for 2 men that are in. A reverse sweep, the ball before that got Imran Tahir a wicket. This one, he tried it the other night and kept missing it, this ramp shot. Against the same bowler. This time he gets a little inside edge. I think he tries to pull his bat out the way eventually. And in some ways it's just handed Multan Sultan 2 wickets here. Faf goes to 17, 122 for 3.
Captain is in, Safraz. But that's put Quetta Gladiators on the back foot. 2 new batsmen in the middle, and through 2 false shots.
Well, that was the first delivery from the bowler. He didn't allow himself to decipher what he's looking to do. Tried to premeditate a stroke, the length wasn't there, had to pay the price. Especially with the fact Azam Khan just joined him. We all know that he likes to taunt the ball. That's the only way he knows to bat. Why would you need to take any risks? You're a set batsman, experienced as well.
Well, they got to regroup and start all over again, just when they had gained momentum.
This is his LBW, and because it pitches in line, it doesn't pitch outside leg stump, even though he's playing a reverse sweep. It's perfectly straight delivery, just offers to come back, and his second wicket. Bowled well tonight, first game in this season's PSL.
Up there to be driven, and up there, and it was driven.
What a stroke that was to open his account. Yes, the ball was in slot. He did not care about it. Hit the ball really hard, and it has to be a bright or colourful drive.
I'll say it as we said it the other night. I know I'm not on with Simon Dool. Have to go short at him early on. Azam Khan, get fine leg back, go at him early, got out to a short delivery the other night. He likes it when the ball's up to him.
I think you're talking about something a bit shorter than that, aren't you? To test it.
Yeah, even that just rushed him a little bit. That's what, just over 133 kilometres. It's got to be more shoulder height, head height, have fine leg back and go at him. That's what I would be saying. Because all of a sudden, 2 new batsmen, 3 down. We want to get them 4 down now. This is how I'd be thinking as a bowler. Keep taking wickets. Stop this innings from getting to 180. That's how I'd be thinking right now.
Should just be the one. James Vince feels it's the end of 15 overs, 129 for 3.
हमारे हीरोज़ और माला खान से इनका ताल्लुक़ है। अलमास खानम इनका नाम है, एंड शी इज़ एन एम्ब्रॉयडरी आर्टिस्ट, एम्ब्रॉयडरी एंड वीविंग आर्टिस्ट। तो बताएं अलमास, बहुत ही आप नफीस आपका काम है, और आई एम श्योर काफ़ी टाइम भी लगता होगा एक एक पिक्चर बनाने में। तो कितना टाइम लगता है एक पोर्ट्रेट बनाने में?
पहले तो काफ़ी सारा टाइम लगता था, लेकिन अब जो कि मेरी एक्सपीरियंस काफ़ी हो चुकी है, तो जो छोटे साइज़ की जो मैं चलनी पर एक पोर्ट्रेट बनाती हूँ, तो वो 2 से 3 दिन उसको बनाने में लग जाते हैं। लेकिन जो मैं बड़े साइज़ की बड़े जाल पर जो पोर्ट्रेट्स बनाती हूँ, तो उसमें हफ्ता या 10-12 दिन भी लग जाते हैं।
तो अभी तक आपने किस किस की पोर्ट्रेट बनाई है?
अभी तक मैंने मलाला यूसुफजई की तस्वीर बनाई है, उनके वालिद साहब ज़ियाउद्दीन की तस्वीर बनाई है, मोहतरमा बेनज़ीर भुट्टो की तस्वीर बनाई है, हामिद मीर साहब, और बहुत से ऐसे लीडर्स जैसे कि बादशाह खान बाबा, अहमद शाह बाबा, और अफ़गानिस्तान के जो सदर हैं मोहम्मद अशरफ गनी, और गाजी अमानुल्लाह, ऐसे बहुत से मशहूर शख्सियात की तस्वीरें बनाई हैं अब तक।
बहुत ही मुश्किल और ज़बरदस्त आर्ट है आपका, तो ये आपने कैसे पिकअप किया, कैसे सीखा?
मैं एक आर्टिस्ट लोगों की फैमिली में पैदा हुई। मेरे वालिद साहब एक शायर है और बाई जो है वो सभी आर्टिस्ट है, तो मुझे भी कुछ नया करने का दिल किया कि कुछ नया आर्ट जो है वो उसकी तख्लीक करूं।
Alright, hold on just there. There's been a wicket.
Brilliant Yorker by Imran. Bullseye straight at the stumps. A brilliant piece of bowling.
Gave himself a little bit of room here. Gladiators captain in play straight away. He's saying to the bowler, you can have my stumps. Guess what? I'll take them. Little bit of reverse. And a big wicket of the man in form for the Gladiators. Captain goes for 3. In trouble. Quetta 131 for 4.
Ben Cutting, the Australian all-rounder, comes in. 131 for 4. And he's off the mark. First ball with a boundary.
जी अलमास, आप बता रही थी कि आपने कैसे पिक की ये स्किल।
हाँ, तो मैं बता रही थी कि हमारा जो पूरा घराना है, मेरे भाई बहन, मेरे वालिद साहब सब आर्टिस्ट है। कोई शायरी करता है, कोई मुजस्समे बनाता है, कोई पेंटिंग्स करता है, तो उन्हीं माहौल का असर मुझ पर भी हुआ और मैंने एक नया आर्ट जो है वो तख्लीक किया। जैसे कि मैं सुई और धागे की मदद से चलनी पर तस्वीरें बनाती हूँ, जो कि पूरी दुनिया में सबसे पहले मैंने शुरू किया, इससे पहले किसी ने।
बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त आपका इनिशिएटिव है। पूरी आपकी फैमिली माशाल्लाह से बहुत क्रिएटिव है, आर्टिस्टिक है। प्लीज़ यहाँ पे साइन कर दें, और आप हमारी हीरो भी हैं, अपना साइन यहाँ पे प्लीज़ कर दें। चले, थैंक यू सो मच अलमास। बहुत ही आपका, जिसे कहते हैं ना, ज़बरदस्त स्किल है, बहुत ही यूनिक आर्ट है। ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर योर फ्यूचर।
Wonderful work performed, and how impressive it certainly is. So very nice to meet her as well. Good luck to her future. Meanwhile, Quetta are 4 down here, 135. And they'll take a single off the last ball of the 16th. Quetta 136 for 4.
.136 for 4. 4 to go here for Quetta. Heavily reliant on Ben Cutting and Azam Khan now to get them to that 180, 190 mark. 12 and over. 184. It's probably minimum they need, Amir.
Exactly. They were in a very good position to go beyond that. But they lost initiative by losing wickets and losing wickets in bundle. And to be able to get to 180, they really have to play well from here on. All eyes on Azam Khan, because that's how Sarfraz Ahmed, the captain, got out. Good in-swinging Yorker from Imran.
Oh, that's beautifully played. He's clever, he's oozing with confidence, and he can pull it off. He's got the X factor.
Oh, proper Oppo smart hit, that one. Very. Just down on one knee. No real pace from Carlos Brathwaite at 130. Brilliantly played.
Just guided the ball.
Asked him in the morning, from a distance, obviously, just to make things absolutely clear, whether he'd like to face 25 balls or 50 balls. He says, no, I'm not a 25-ball striker. I want 50 balls, 60 balls.
You phoned him, didn't you?
Making room and bold.
And there's Sarfraz just having his stumps uprooted. That will be wide, that one. He's got all the game, Azam Khan. He really has. The one thing I haven't seen, I saw it in the T10 Ramiz Amir, they bounced him and they got him. When they went short at him, they got him. And he just didn't look anywhere near as comfortable. Now, yes, you need pace. You need a surface that is going to allow that pace to be effective. But that's the only time I've seen him really struggle.
Like anyone, he's got to improve his footwork. But to his credit, he hits the ball hard and straight. And he maintains his shape as well. He's got a great power hitting base.
Or maybe use a lighter bat.
None for 41. Proved to be very expensive. There's another dinky, cheeky shot. He gets away with it. $12 and over. 184 minimum. HBL score prediction right now 171. Tapal Danedar chai. Oh, even the little one is having it.
Hey, just got to keep them hydrated throughout the night while they're at the cricket.
Keep the little one up for the action as well.
100%. I've had 3 already to keep me going for the night. 145 for 4.
Absolutely loving it.
I think a little bit went in. Let's be fair. Half in, half out.
Last 3 overs left. They need minimum 2 overs, minimum of 15 apiece. 15 runs in 2 overs of the last 3. He can smash them. Ben Cutting is a natural striker of the ball. Big fellow diving low. Breathwaite there, fielding it quite well in the end. If he has a good time of it, we could end up with a 170 plus 180 run.
Well, they need something from Ben Cutting. He did get 23 off 17 in the last game, but from your all-rounder, you need bat and ball. He's been poor with the ball in the tournament. He's only bowled 5 overs and 5 balls. He's going it well and truly over 10 and over. Hasn't had a good tournament with the ball. He needs to do something for Quetta.
He's been given opportunity in front of Mohammad Nawaz.
It's good bowling actually, because he wants to tee off straight over long on or long off. And so far he's not really been allowed that luxury.
Well, they're both very talented hitters, and we've seen what Azam Khan can do. We've seen in the past what Ben Cutting can do. When your team's struggling, it's these experienced players that you need to stand up. Now, Faf du Plessis hasn't had his best night tonight. Cutting has been around for so long. He's been involved in every domestic 2020 tournament around the world at different stages. Just got to start finding a way to win a game for his side.
There's that straight hit, gone 6 flat. What a shot! Brilliant.
That stroke was indicative of the fact how much talented this young man is, Azam Khan. Slow one, picked it up and flat batted it. Tells you the power behind that stroke as well. Freed his arms.
It's baseball style, that, isn't it? And that's what I like. He's set. He's got a good base, and it's just that really good free-flowing swing of the bat. You cramp him up, cramp him for room. That's when we've seen him get out at mid-wicket, at deep mid-wicket, on a couple of occasions.
9 runs of the first 3 balls. There was the stumps. That's a good ball. Straight ball. Rizwan asks for it. He gets it. Dahani was looking after the ball. Straight. And he's gone upstairs.
TV umpire to director, we've got a player review for LBW. Original decision is out. We've got a fair delivery. If you can have a look at front on, please. Okay, it doesn't look to be any bat there. In fact, rock it back. Okay, we've got daylight. Yeah, we'll go for ultra edge, please. Okay, we've got a flat line. Yeah, ball's gone past. Clearly no bat involved, so we'll go to ball tracking when ready, please. Okay, we've got pitching in line, impact in line, wickets is hitting. So we'll go back to Asif on field. Asif, stay with your original decision, you're on screen now.
That's a top quality delivery. And well, it ended next to the stumps, in front of the stumps. Azam Khan, 17 off 10. He was looking promising, but gone. 154 for 5. Mohammad Nawaz is in, left-hander, plenty of promise. Facing a guy who's seriously quick.
Seriously quick. He's J-Dot quick. 145. This wicket ball. Just a little bit of seam movement back, wasn't it? Cramped Azam Khan for room. That's what we talked about. Cramp him for room. Don't let him free those arms. And Dahani, who's been impressive in the early parts of this tournament, struck again.
Azam Khan was probably looking for length, but he was hoodwinked with a fuller length delivery. Loving every moment of it. He's enjoying this stage. Shahnawaz Dahani. That is so good to see and watch. Again, Yorker, and again, strong appeal. Rizwan. Umpire Yaqub is unmoved this time.
Oh, he's going. Rizwan's got to go here. Yeah, absolutely.
Hi, man. TV umpire here. We've got a review for LBW. Original decision is not out. If we can have a look at the foot first, please. Okay, we've got a fair delivery. Have a look at front on, please. Okay, just rock that back, roll it through. Okay, doesn't look to be any bat involved there, but can we have a look at ultra edge, please? Okay, we've got a flat line. Ball's gone past the bat. Okay, it's hit him on the boot. So we can have a look at ball tracking when ready, please. Okay, we've got ball tracking. Pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets hitting, should I say. Okay, I'm going to go back on field to Asif. Asif, need to reverse your decision. You're on screen now.
Another great piece of bowling, great piece of review from Rizwan. He was in the perfect position really to call for it, and great bowling from Dahani. 148.6 clicks delivery, full and hitting the stumps, and Cutting's innings has been cut short, gone for 10. 155 for 6. Years old, Leggy Kas Ahmed. 155 for 6. The innings certainly has nosedived. They were looking promising to get to 170. Not to be. Oh, what a Jaffa, ripper.
Well, the ball is responding to these fast bowlers. Shahnawaz Dahani was absolutely brilliant. Have a look at that one. The ball dipping towards the stump at the last moment. Very difficult for the batsman to deal with it. Not only he's pacey, but he's accurate as well. Makes him a very difficult proposition for the batsman. Have a look at that.
Yeah, there's been some brilliant interaction between Brathwaite, Tahir and Dahani in the last couple of games that I've noticed. I just think maybe have taken him on. Brathwaite's taken him under his wing a little bit. It's been really nice.
On the bounce, Nawaz doesn't connect.
It's a great part of franchise cricket, Ramiz, isn't it? I mean, just the interaction between different cultures, different players. You know, vastly experienced international player here in Imran Tahir and Carlos Brathwaite as well. Young man making his way in a wonderful tournament. They're just loving it.
Yeah, the best thing about this year's HBL PSL is that this game seems to have grown. He comes from Larkana, a remote area from cricket perspective. Then you've got Zahid Ligi, who comes from Hyderabad, Sindh. It was quite a virgin area for cricketers, but now it seems that they're producing serious talent.
Yeah, the best thing about these youngsters, they're not overawed. They're not out of the place. Straight away, we have seen these players finding their feet, which is very, very encouraging for Pakistan's cricket.
And the big thing about that is the players that are making their way into the HBL PSL from the smaller places, the place you term, Ramiz, not so much cricketing areas, they encourage the next generation, whether it be boy, girl, whatever it is. They see a Dahani on the television, they think, well, why can't I do it? You know, so they just encourage those young boys, young girls to get involved in the game and want to be on this stage as well, which can only be good.
Yeah, the connection is developing, isn't it?
Good crowd in, and this is an excellent comeback by Multan Sultans, because we have not seen a lot of teams defend well after being caned for a good part of the innings. They've made a resounding comeback. Look at the pitch, it looks pretty harmless, benign, dead, and you feel that the teams can outbat the other, but this hasn't been the case. 30 balls, just 36 runs, 5 wickets have gone down. Well, that's gone fine for 4. 4 leg byes, in fact.
Well, that's what Nawaz has to try. He has to take all the options to be able to bring some respectability to the total. Our ball is responding so well for these fast bowlers. Huge deviation off the surface for Suhail Khan. He was unlucky.
Given us 4 runs, in fact. He's at his best when he's hitting the ball straight. Got to aim for a long off hit once again. Just not the length for him really to hit the ball hard. 162 for 6.
Your best result, to be honest, that single. Nawaz on strike for the last over. He's got to try and take it down 15, 18, something along those lines, if he's to post that score around the 176 to 180 mark for the Quetta Gladiators. It's something they need. Scored 40 runs and lost 5 wickets in the last 5 overs. So 30 balls, 40 runs, 5 wickets. They were set for 200.
.53 is the run rate. That's beautifully done in the end. He almost was in a mood to play 3 shots to that line, ended up with hitting or slicing the ball past point.
Talk about premeditation, talk about improvisation. Have a look, looking to hit the ball through fine leg, and in the end realize the length is not there. Showed the game awareness, just guided the ball into the gap. Important 4 runs.
Opo smart hit, clearly looking for a ramp and probably looking to scoop it over the slips, and then ended up with a slice past point. This is crushed. This is cracked through the cover area. Glorious shot.
That is a brighto, colourful drive. 146 k's per hour. It's gone to the boundary just as quick. Beautifully played, Nawaz.
Picked up a couple of wickets in the previous over. No respect shown by the batsman Nawaz. 2 boundaries, successive boundaries. That was authentic cover drive. Maybe he has to change the line, Dhani. Look to ball wicket to wicket.
It's straight back. There's a fielder there at long on. Wants 2, in fact. Nawaz wanted the strike.
He was desperate to get back down on strike, wasn't he, and not allow Qais Ahmed to face the delivery. It was in the slot. He just looked to hit it leg side rather than over long off. Dragged it a little bit rather than looking to time it.
A perfect line to play that inside-out stroke towards extra cover.
He's got to go for it. Take a risk. Try to hit a 4. Pick up a run. That's good cricket, in fact. He's not too happy. I think he wanted more out of that shot. So the field is spread on the offside for a slanted delivery. Yorker length, a wide Yorker is probably what he should target to engage the field on the off.
Yeah, and therefore you don't need Imran Tahir out at deep mid-wicket. For mine, if he's going to bowl wide hole, wide Yorkers, get the third man back, move your wide third man around to a backward point, give it extra cover and a wideish mid-off, long off, and bowl wide of off stump. Don't mind that.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Nailed it, 1 bounce over the rope. Nawaz playing some of his best shots in this little gig.
Yeah, the bowler decided to bowl stump to stumps. Not according to the field placing, and he had to suffer. Another boundary conceded. 3rd to be precise in this over.
He's battled with his last over, hasn't he? On 3 occasions I can remember now of the 4 games earlier. Just battled in his last over of his spell, Dhani.
Maybe he needs to develop a bit of variety, because he's just gone hard from ball number 1 to his last over. It's just is backed his pace to deliver the punch. Maybe he needs to do just a little bit more than that. Right, square leg positioned. Fine leg third man, both up in the circle.
It's either got to be a slow ball or a full, very straight one. This one, he should be targeting the stumps, I think, with a Yorker.
Short ball, that's skied up in the air. Rizwan is called for it. Picks up a wicket of the last ball of the innings. He gives a skipper that advantage. He's got pace and ability to pick wickets. 3 for 44, a touch expensive, but mighty exciting to watch Nawaz Dhani.
Yeah, he should be encouraged more by the captain to use that short pitch delivery. He's got the pace. And that length, short length working well for him. Eventually.
Yeah, dangerous option late in the piece with third man and fine leg up, but it's worked out for him. So, centre field, maybe bluff the batsman with a short one. Don't mind it. 176 for 7 at the end of their 20 overs, so 177 required by the Multan Sultans.